Hey guys, welcome back to Daniel's Tech World on YouTube. My name's Daniel Rosal, and in this video today, I'm going to be taking a quick look in Canva at how you can make vertical video for distribution on destinations like YouTube Shorts or Instagram or Facebook. Now, one of the nice things about Canva is that you can you don't necessarily need to always memorize the various pixel resolutions that you're creating for, because you can just type in, like I've typed in here, video, and they've got a bunch of presets. One of them is Facebook video 1080 by 1080, LinkedIn video ads, mobile video 1080 by 1920. I think this is a great feature, but something it's often better to just kind of understand, or usually is better to just kind of really understand what you're doing here with these different pixels. So basically for YouTube Shorts, currently YouTube will accept a short so long as it's up to 1 minute duration, and YouTube will take either of these aspect resolutions, either 1:1 or 9:16. That's the aspect ratio. So a 1:1 would be 1000 by 1000 pixels or 800 by 800 pixels. It's a box essentially, a square. And 9:16, the other one is, in my opinion, better, because for 1:1, mobile screens are laid out in 9:16 resolutions, the screen themselves. So if you're displaying a 1:1 video on a mobile, it's going to kind of put a little bit of black at the top and bottom, and it just doesn't look as good. So 9:16 would be your ideal mobile resolution, and that is, of course, 16:9, your standard monitor TV resolution, just kind of rotated. And the most common pixels for that, this is 1920 by 1080 is a HD, standard HD, and just swapping those numbers around to get to 9:16 gives you 1080 by 1920. So in Canva, if you want to do a 1:1 video, there's one way you can do this is to pop into custom size here, and you can see that I've recently been using 1000 by 1000. But if you want to do it, you can do 1920 by 1920 to get a higher resolution, and you could of course do 4K as well. 4K in pixels comes out to 3840 by 2160. So you could do a 380 by 3840 square resolution by just manually entering the size 3840 3840. And something nice as well is that you can use this little button to lock the aspect ratio. So that's a square aspect ratio. So now if I reduce to 2500, let's say, it's locked the height to 2500. So we're preserving that 1:1 aspect ratio. If I want to use the 9:16, well, the most common one, as I said, I'm going to unlock this now, was 1080 by 1920. So you can just manually create that by putting 1080 pixels as your width and 1920 pixels as your height. Or I click on create design, or you can go into one of the presets and just go for vertical video. It's actually called mobile video. Now, another one that you might want to do if you're working with kind of 4K raw footage and you want to preserve that, is you might want to do 2160 by 3840. So I'm going to manually go into this and go for 2160 by 3840, and that is a horizontal 4K flipped into vertical. So it's going to produce a bigger file, but if you've got more pixels to work with and you want to use those pixels, but in the vertical video format, you can go for this resolution. So I hope that's been helpful. To reiterate, the aspect ratios for mobile video, 1:1 is acceptable for YouTube Shorts as well as 9:16. But 9:16 usually looks better, and there are of course other aspect ratios you can use, but these are the two most common ones. And in Canva, you can either manually enter the pixels here by going into custom size, or you can go for one of the presets, whether that is a 1:1 or 9:16 resolution aspect ratio. Thanks for watching.